Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Again, excuse the echo. I thought we could pick out my March TBR since it's the last day of February, which is crazy to say that we're already going into the third month of the year. But I haven't done a TBR really for the first 2 months because everything was kind of all over the place between not knowing where I was going to live, getting my injury, my ankle is broken, and I can't leave the house. So now all I can do is read books. So I want to give myself a nice TBR for the month of March. So what I've done is I've put books that are in this cart here on the list. There's some that I've left out, like Alchemized and Direbound and Cartabasis. Anything that's getting into a series or heavy to high fantasy, I have left out because I'm currently reading Kingdom of Ash and I want to give Alchemized and Catabasis and Direbound the full attention, and I can't do that while I'm reading Kingdom of Ash. So I want to give them a fair chance when I'm not reading something so fantasy based. So I haven't included them because if you see them here, they won't be included. I have some books in the room that I'm currently staying in and I've added them in as well, and I picked up some new books today, but they are ones that I really do want to get to soon, so I've added them in here as well for a bit of spice. So if I have them with me, I'll show them, but if not, then I'll insert a picture because they're in the other room and I cannot get up to get them. So I've put them in this little bag because I couldn't carry things up the stairs and it was just easier to just use what I had in front of me. So I have them all in here written and I'm just going to give them a proper like shake around because I don't want to know at all. And they're all the same colours. So, okay, what's going to be the first one? I think I'm going to go here. So, I don't want to look. I think I'm going to show you
here we go.
first. I don't know if it's
I hope
upside
you're
down
hungry
or not.
For nothing.
But the first one is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, which I have right here. So this is part of the Part of Your World duology or trilogy, I want to say. I think Just for the Summer is included in this trilogy as well. Is it a true, authentic filming experience if someone doesn't come and interrupt you during it? So we pulled Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I was saying that it was part of the Part of Your World trilogy. I thought it was a duo, but I just remember Just for the Summer, I think, is a part of it. But we're following Brianna, who we meet in Part of Your World, and Jacob, who's a doctor. And I'm very excited for this because I've heard that apparently there is great anxiety representation, particularly with the male character, Jacob. So I'm very, very excited that we finally pulled this one because it was on the TBR before I moved and I didn't get to it before I left. So very, very pleased. First one on the TBR. And I just realised I hadn't decided what amount of books I was going to pick, but I think we're going to go with 6. And then if I read more, that's great. But if not, I think 6 is quite manageable for the amount of time that I have. So let's get into the next one. I'm so scared because there's classics in here, there's non-fiction in here, there's a mix of kind of everything. Okay, we'll do number 2. Okay, we have the second one. I'm going to look at it first this time. We have Wild by Kirsten Hanna. Very exciting. I need to grab it there now. I actually don't know what this one is about, so I think I'll just read the blurb and see, can I get a sense of what is happening in this. In the rugged Pacific Northwest of the United States lies the Olympic National Forest, a vast expanse of impenetrable darkness and impossible beauty. From deep within this mysterious woodland, a 6-year-old girl appears. Speechless and alone, she offers no clues as to her identity, no hints of her past. Having retreated to her hometown after a scandal left her career in ruins, child psychologist Dr. Julia Cates begins working with the extraordinary little girl, naming her Alice. Julia is determined to free her from a prison of unimaginable fear and isolation and discover the truth about Alice's past. The shocking facts of Alice's life test the limits of Julia's faith and strength, even as she struggles to make a home for Alice and find a new one for herself. That sounds so interesting because I know a lot of her books feature around the wars and like historical fiction. So this is very interesting to see a different type of book from her because I've read The Nightingale and that was very centered around World War II. And I'm really excited for this now. So it was like a woman who must escape her past, a child who must unlock her future. I'm very excited for this. And it doesn't look too long either for 66. Sorry, I close my eye whenever I get to the end because I don't want to ruin it for myself. But 2 very, very good ones so far. And both of these are actually on my 26 books for 2026. So that is ticking a lot of boxes right now too. Next, we're on to number 3. I'm going to give it a proper okay, I picked this one. I'm so scared. Hamnet. I'm so excited because I want to watch the Hamnet movie and Paul Mescal is in it. I actually bought the copy of Hamnet today. It's in the other room, so I will not be going to get it. But I'll look up a synopsis that I can read for you so that I can give you a bit of information about it at least, because I don't really know much myself. So it's by Maggie O'Farrell. So drawing on Maggie O'Farrell's long-term fascination with the little-known story behind Shakespeare's most enigmatic play, Hamnet, is a luminous portrait of a marriage at the heart, the loss of a beloved child. Warwickshire in the 1580s. Agnes is a woman as feared as she is sought after for her unusual gifts. She settles with her husband in Henley Street, Stratford, and her 3 children, a daughter Susanna and then twins Hamnet and Judith. The boy Hamnet dies in 1596, age 11. 4 years or so later, the husband writes a play called Hamlet. Okay. So it's based on Hamlet, I think. But it's like the real story of Hamlet. That's going to be really interesting, I think. And the main reason I want to read it is because the movie has come out and I want to be able to see the movie without spoiling anything for the book for myself, because I always find I like to read the book first and then go and see it, and it's good to do it that way because I feel like I can see what they change, what's the same, what's different. But if I watch the movie, I feel like I've already spoiled the book for myself, so there's no point reading the book once I've already watched the movie. So yeah, that is number 3. We have 3 more to go. I'm just going to give another little... Okay. Please. Oh, I already saw it. Okay. Okay. We are doing it. It is so happening. Heated Rivalry has made it onto the TBR, guys. I didn't think that I'd be able to say that yet, but Heated Rivalry has made it onto the TBR. If you have been living underground, Heated Rivalry follows Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanoff. Ilya plays for Boston and Shane plays for Montreal. Yeah. And this is just, I've already watched the show, but this is one where I do not care. I do not care if I have ruined it for myself already. I need to experience this book in paperback. And I'm so excited. I'm not going to go too much into it because I think everyone in the world knows what Heated Rivalry is. Even my mum knows what Heated Rivalry is. So that's the 4th book on the TBR. I'm so excited. I'm getting really good. And it's a nice mix so far. Okay, we have 2 more. And this is where the scariness happens because we're down to the wire now and there's still a lot left. Okay, I'm going for this one. A Man Called Ove. I love having Frederick Bachman on the TBR. I was hoping for the winners, but A Man Called Ove will do. I don't know much about this. I think it's about a grumpy man. It says, Ove is almost certainly the grumpiest man you will ever meet. He thinks himself surrounded by idiots, joggers, neighbours who can't reverse a trailer properly, and shop assistants who talk in code. But isn't it rare these days to find such old-fashioned clarity of belief and deed, such unswavering conviction about how the world should be, and a lifelong dedication to making it just so. And you will see there is something about Ove that is quite irresistible. That sounds really exciting. I love Frederick Bachman's writing. It's never going to change for me. I love his writing. I think it's phenomenal. I've read Anxious People. I haven't just read the Beartown trilogy. I've read My Friends, and he always delivers with a banger. So I'm very, very excited to get to A Man Called Ove. And then, last but certainly not least on the TBR, God knows what this is going to be. Okay, I have it. I'm so scared. Wild Side by Elsie Silver. I don't have this here, I actually have it on my Kindle. I have Wildcard on the physical TBR, but the reason I've put, obviously, Wild Side down is because I haven't read Wild Side, and I can't read Wildcard without reading Wild Side. So Wild Side is on my Kindle. So that is it. That is the 6 books. I have only 4 of them here, so I'll show you these 4. These are the 4 physical books that I have with me right now that have been added to the TBR, and let me know if you've read any of these books, which ones I should prioritise first this month. If you've any recommendations for next month's TBR or any way that you'd like to see me do a TBR other than this, then let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys.